For updates on sports stories across the globe, Aaron Akurijola joins us. Good morning, Aaron.
Yeah, good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you, Rufai. Let's start it off with the English Premier League today, and we'll be talking about that particular blockbuster fixture that will be coming up this weekend as Premier League football actually returns. Manchester City will be going against Liverpool this weekend. They'll be welcoming the Reds to the Etihad Stadium, and certainly the rivalry between Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola will continue. This is almost like a top-of-the-table clash, understanding that Manchester City at the moment are trying to get back to the summit of the table. Let's see how things kick off tomorrow as things actually brace up for an early kickoff. But more importantly, you look at Pep Guardiola, certainly the last time Manchester City won back-to-back games against Liverpool was back in 1937. Let's see if they can actually get a massive boost of luck this time around. But you look at the head-to-head, Mo Salah and Erling Haaland, the danger men, and more importantly, the linchpins of these teams. You look at them, 13 goals, 10 goals apiece for Pep Guardiola right now. 5 wins under his belt as against 4 for Jurgen Klopp in the Premier League. We must actually say 29 goals scored, 18. They can actually say 3 clean sheets apiece, and both will be going against each other, and they'll be hoping the match day 13 actually starts off with a bang. Of course, we have quite a number of fixtures to actually look forward to this weekend. Chelsea will be traveling to Newcastle, to Tyneside, to actually play Newcastle. Let's see how things play out. Without Taiwo and Woni, let's see if Brighton and Hove will be able to stave off those Forest guys. And more importantly, Manchester United will be going against Everton that were docked 10 good points. And everyone seems to be asking, when will Chelsea be docked points? When will Manchester City be docked points? Because both teams have something hanging over their head. And of course, not forgetting that particular one, the London Derby, that will see Brentford take on Arsenal. But it's the reality that stares us in the face right about this moment in time. At the moment, shoddy accounting, dodgy accounting, and also not declaring several assets, not declaring several means of acquisition of monies and several things might just plague Manchester City and Chelsea. Let's see how it goes. But in the meantime, one man, Isaac Adongo is his name. He's a Ghanaian MP, and he has decided to put his tail between his legs and apologize to Harry Maguire. Sometime last year, we brought this story in whereby he derogatorily used Harry Maguire to represent an MP, but this is what he had to say.
The economy has left us. How will he understand 24-hour economy? How will such a person understand 24-hour economy? When you are since abandoning the economy and he's on digitalization, please, we want people who understand this matter to assist us find a solution to the problems of our economy. Mr. Speaker, you remember that last year, I was very quick to compare my big brother, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire!
Mr. Speaker, I now apologize to Harry Maguire. Mr. Honorable Chairman, sir, you got very angry when I used your defender as an example.
Points to the spot.
Today, Maguire has turned the corner, is a transformation footballer. Yeah. Harry Maguire is now scoring goals for Manchester United.
Maguire coming in.
Mr. Speaker, Harry Maguire is now a key player for Manchester United. As for our Maguire, he is now roaming at the IMF.
with a cup in hand.
With a cup in hand. As for our Maguire, the economic Maguire now was able to get pensioners to leave their homes and come and parade in the streets.
He accepted the apologies. Quickly, let me just run through this. Yes, he actually tweeted. Harry Maguire said that all apologies, hope to see you at Old Trafford. That's what he actually said. Quickly, let's talk about Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic actually berating fans. A lot of people have called him out for this. Team GB was actually playing Team Serbia. Of course, he actually won that particular one. Novak Djokovic decided when he was doing an interview, the Team GB fans were actually playing drums, and Novak Djokovic hauled out and said, "Shut up." That's what he said to the fans. Respect what I am actually doing there. And ultimately, that didn't play out. But LeBron James, we must actually mention him. At the moment, of course, we know that he's on the steps of the pantheon of greats when it comes to basketball. But just a few days ago, he was able to notch 39,000 points. So at the moment, when it comes to scorers in the regular season, LeBron James is above the rest of them because he Kareem Abdul-Jabbar there, Karl Malone there, Kobe Bryant there, Michael Jordan. These are all great. Dov Nowitzki and the rest of them, 39,000 points. And finally, there are still talks about the Super Falcons, whether or not the money that should come to them is actually 60,000, because we know that they were able to accrue for themselves thanks to how they finished in the in the Women's World Cup, and they were supposed to get 60,000. Now conflicting reports are actually coming out, and there are talks that it might not be 60,000 anymore. Based on some one or two accounts, it might be down to $40,500. Over to you guys.
I mean, when you look at it, so I thought. But it's just obvious that Maguire didn't take it as a joke then, when the MP in Ghana was saying all of this. But when you look at it, that was not an apology, really. So he was still using that Maguire thing to shade the other guy, the vice president, by saying, you know what, this same Maguire is even doing better than you. Now you are an economic Maguire. So it wasn't like an out-and-out apology. That's what I said, really. But, I mean, football and everything. What I want to talk about is the case of Super Falcons.
Yeah.
And I think it's very sad that till date, the NFF has not been able to resolve this issue of payment. We lost a complete era of female basketball stars.
Because of payment.
Because of payment.
Yes.
Let's not forget that.
Okay, very quickly, congratulations to LeBron James. He overtook Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and now he has made history again, 39,000 points in that match between the LA Lakers and Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
Now, very quickly, Verstappen is complaining about Formula One following the event last week at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. He said there is too much emphasis on showbiz and that they keep tweaking the Formula One and moving away from the DNA. And that in Las Vegas, it was 99% showbiz and 1% sports. And that if it continues that way, he would be tempted to retire. Well, whether he will retire.
He can say that now because he's on top of the totem pole. Well, if you'd ask me, it's the showbiz that ultimately pays him.
Make money now.
The showbiz that pays him the money.
Well, he's saying they should focus more on the sports.
Look at it.
Anyway,
Pride.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Man City versus
Liverpool. Yes.
Look, Liverpool 2.0, as Jurgen Klopp refers to it. What will happen? It will be not just Liverpool versus Man City at the Etihad. It will also be Erling Haaland versus Mohamed Salah.
Yes.
So we would like to see the drama. Okay, Chelsea is also playing. Tottenham Spurs is playing. Chelsea versus Newcastle. Tottenham Spurs versus Aston Villa.
Yeah.
So it looks like tomorrow will be very exciting. Mario Balotelli was involved in an accident.
Yeah, unfortunate once again.
But no injury.
Once again.
He lost his Audi F8. The car was
I think his pocket is still full, so he can still replace it quite easily.
Yeah, but of course, we didn't have to come here this morning to talk about what happened to the golf star. What's his name again?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, who was also involved in a similar accident.